My name is Vincent Shank, a co-owner operator with my wife Nicole Graham Shank of Blue Seal Farm, located here in Rutherglen, Ontario, within the township of Bonfield, 30 minutes east of North Bay, which is the biggest centre nearby.
I think when I met Vince, that was the first time I'd ever been on a farm, and I was terrified of all these huge animals around me.
I was born and raised on a farm. My great-grandpa, Leon Shank, started a farm here just probably 10 minutes from where I'm operating my farm now. He had a family of 18 kids, so you can imagine there's a large Shank descendants that was here in Bonfield for a long period of time. In 2000, I bought the farm.
When we first moved to the farm, we had a little garden, so that was kind of my first experience getting into, gardening outside of a pot. The next year, we decided to go a little bit bigger. Definitely not my little garden in terms of what we do now for a family versus what we used to do kind of as a hobby. Being on the farm now is completely different. I'm completely comfortable around the cattle. I've actually delivered a calf all on my own out in the middle of the field when nobody else was here and a cow was calving. I've delivered lambs by myself, twins, triplets, quadruplets.
Too big to say that it's just a family operated farm because we have employees that's been helping us for the last 5 or 6 years here on the farm as we kept growing it and growing it. It's a cow-calf operation and we sell it to the market in Cookstown every fall.
We have sheep, cows, no horses.
There's a myth that, being a farmer, anybody could just be a farmer, and it is the biggest myth that is wrong out there. You need to be a mechanic, you need to be construction guys, you need to be veterinarian at part, you need to be a bit of everything. It's something that comes in the blood, it's something that you need to be taught, but it's something that you need to experience. It's not for everybody, you need to have the passion, have the heart for it. You learn a lot in the lifetime of being a farmer.
Living on the farm is a way of life. It's a huge difference from living in an urban area or in a city. Our kids have yards, they have trees, they have fields to run in.
I like playing in the yard because there's lots of space. I like playing in the mud.
I don't have to worry about them running out on the street. We don't have any streets. They can just play wherever they want. They have 600 acres to explore and ride their bikes and climb trees and interact with the animals. That's not like a petting zoo. It's their animals, it's their farm. So it's just a way of life now. And I wouldn't choose anything else to raise my kids.
I wanted to pet the cow.
You're doing a good job. Call them. As you can see, my son is calling my cows. It's Noah got to learn to do this, and he loves to call the cows and bring them in.
I want to feed the cows and the chicken. I like to call the cows. I like to be picking up eggs because I like to work a lot.
Things are like that on the farm, that family life is enjoyable, is little things that they learn and they do, and I work with them and they're in the tractor with me. They learn, they tell me, oh, Dad, keep the loader down, you don't want to have it too high, and that's because I keep telling them that, and they know that, and when I work around and they're with me, they remind me to turn it down, and not to go too fast and not to turn too short. And they've put fertilizer on the tomato plants and they water it every day, and it flourishes and it grows them tomatoes. And they know that if they don't do it to certain tomatoes and they just forget a few times, and it dies. And same thing with sheep and animals. That's why I have the farm. I enjoy the family life. I know what I learned. It's work ethic, it's values. My kid sees that in life you get what you put into it. Those are skills that they learn that are with them forever. What would you like to say to people that want to start a farm business? Have a lot of patience.
Yeah, a lot of patience.
And a lot of money. I encourage people that want to start in a business. Yes, I mean, you may need big part, depending how big you want to start. Start small, maybe it's a good idea. I mean, start small and work your way up. It's not something that should happen, but machinery break, doesn't matter what. I've been very fortunate. I have a good relationship with our local dealership. For any young farmers that are starting and looking at machinery, look at your local dealer, look at the support you have, and make sure the person you have around you will be able to support you. There's certain things we can do ourselves, but there's other things we need specialized tools. Decision you make this year could make an effect in the next 3, 4, 5 years. A little mistake, if you don't have a lot of experience or support behind yourself, could be very, very costly in the long run. Things we're trying to bring on the farm for now is being innovative, but being smart about it also. How could we do it that it becomes more cost effective for us? How do we look at things and how could we change things? Let's learn from our mistakes. Let's grow with what we've done well, and how could we improve from that? Let's not be a rat in a cage and keep doing the same thing the same way, expecting different results.
And looking at what you really want to do in farming, right? And what's working and what's not working, and be ready to let go what's not working.
Being a business owner of VS Group, which has 3 divisions, I started my business in the end of fall of 1997. And I've been in business for over 20 years now. We have a marketing division that my wife overlooks, which does everything from marketing strategy and plans, and we have an IT division that set up servers and technology for different companies within the mining industry and retail stores. I have a large clientele base in the farming industry. So having that side of myself from education and experience for over 20 years and running a farm is certainly interesting.
Having a professional career or an office career in town versus working on the farm, people are very surprised when I tell them that I own a farm and that that's kind of what I do on the weekends or at night when we get home, because people are used to seeing me in a certain way as a marketing director of a marketing firm and as a designer, so it's really hard for them to put those two people beside one another. But now it's just a way of life, right? I don't even think about it in terms of putting on rubber boots and grubby clothes and going over to the farm, and you could be doing just about anything when you go over there, and then next day you're getting cleaned up and you're dressing in your suit and you're on your way to the office to deal with clients.
For us, having the farm is more of a just for a way of life and our family. I mean, we enjoy our time. We could go for a walk with the kids. In the fall, it's beautiful in the maple trees over there.
It's very relaxing maybe on the weekends and at night to come home and work on the farm and garden and just do that and not have to worry about email and phones and text messages and things like that.
Oh, you like it being on the farm?
Yes.
What do you like being on the farm for?
I wanted to work.
You want to work? That's not too often you hear a kid say that.